So this will be a pretty quick video because this is going to be an extension of some of the math and the derivatives that we've already done. For instance, we're going to be taking the derivative of equations using implicit differentiation. The only thing that's different about last time is that we're going to actually find the equation of the tangent line to a point, which we've done already just in situations where you don't have to use implicit differentiation. So let's try this problem out. This is the equation of a circle. You don't need to know that, but I'm going to draw that circle just to help you understand the concept. So this is x squared plus y squared equals 5. The radius is the square root of 5 then. Square root of 5 is about 2.2. And so this circle, let's say it's 1, that's 2. Looks something like that. Not a great circle, but it'll do for right now. And we're trying to find the equation of the tangent line to the point 2,1. The point 2,1 is right here. And so we're looking for the tangent line, which I've just drawn in there. So the tangent line to 2,1. So we need to figure out the slope of the tangent line at 2,1. And so to do that, we're going to need to take the derivative of this function. So x squared plus y squared equals 5. We're going to use implicit differentiation. If you forgot how to do implicit differentiation, just rewatch one of those videos on it. And so we're going to take the derivative of x squared, so that's going to be 2x. Then we'll take the derivative of y, that'll be 2y times dy dx, so the derivative equals 0. And we'll solve for dy over dx, because that's our derivative. So dy over dx is going to be equal to, when all is said and done, negative x over y after we solve out for it. And we're looking for the derivative at the point 2,1. 2,1 is a coordinate, so as an x and a y value, the x value is 2. So I'll plug in 2, the y value is 1. So the derivative is negative 2. That's the slope of the tangent line to 2,1, because it is the instantaneous rate of change. So we've got our point, we've got our slope. You could use any method that you want to find the equation of the line. I'll just use this method. So y equals negative 2x plus b. Our x value was 2, y value 1 plus b. And so we get 1 equals negative 4 plus b. 5 is equal to b. So b is our y-intercept, which means our equation, which I'll draw in red, is going to be y equals negative 2x plus 5. And that looks about right based on our sketch. It looks like this could be like a y-intercept of 5 up here. And so you always want to check. And this should have a negative slope, because the circle would be, the rate of change at that point would be negative, sloping downwards. One other variation to that question would be something like part B, which is saying determine the equations of the tangent lines at the points where x is equal to negative 1. The graph of a circle will sometimes have two coordinates with the same x value. Remember, this is not the graph of a function that we're dealing with. Negative 1 is right here. So there, it looks like there's going to be two coordinates with that x value, which means there's going to be two tangent lines that we're going to have to find. We just need to figure out what the y value is for those two coordinates. And so to do that, to figure out the y value, we'll plug in x equals negative 1. So negative 1 squared plus y squared equals 5. And we'll solve for what those two y values could be. So 1 plus y squared equals 5. Y squared equals 4. Take the square root, and we get y equals plus or minus 2. So the two coordinates where we're looking for tangent lines are negative 1, negative 2, and negative 1, 2. So we need to find two separate tangent lines. We'll then go ahead and use that same exact process that I laid out in part A. So we need to find the slope of the tangent to negative 1, negative 2. The slope dy over dx was negative x over y. So that's going to be a negative 1, a negative of negative 1 over negative 2. So negative 1/2. So that's our slope. So m equals negative 1/2. and our point is -1, -2, so we could solve for our y-intercept. Y equals -1/2 x plus b. Plug in, -2 equals -1/2 times -1 plus b. So we get b equals -2.5 or -5/2. So our equation is y equals -1/2 x minus 5/2, or if you're keeping that in decimal form, -0.5 x minus 2.5. Try finding the equation for that other point. Hopefully you got it. I'm going to run you through what I did. I found the slope of the tangent line to -1, 2, because it's a separate point, so it's going to have a different slope, right? If we just kind of sketch out both those lines, we could see that they're going to have different slopes. One's going to be positive, one's negative. This one ends up being positive 1/2. We'll go ahead and do that exact same process. When we plug back in and solve for our y-intercept, we get b equals 5/2. And then if you're using decimals, that's 0.5x plus 2.5. So these are the two equations of the tangent lines at the points where x is equal to -1. The equation in blue is the tangent to -1, 2, and then the equation in black was the tangent to -1, -2. So go ahead and try out these practice problems just to get some practice in. It's a mixture of those two types of problems. That first example ended up being pretty similar to the ones that we did previously, so I'm not going to go over that, but there's a solution if you want to check to make sure you get the same thing as me. The second one ended up being a little bit trickier, especially when you had to take the derivative. So when we took the derivative here, we had to actually use the product rule to take the derivative of that middle part. So our first function is like 2x, so we took the derivative of y, that was dy over dx times 2x, and added to that, we ended up having to subtract the derivative of 2x, which was just 2 times y. So that was using the product rule. Everything else was pretty standard, but after that, we had to take anything that did not have dy over dx on it, the derivative on it, and bring it over to the right-hand side, then factor out 2y minus 2x, and then we finally divided that out, and we got our derivative here. And we need to figure out the equation of the tangent line, so we'll plug in to find the slope of the tangent line. Y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 2, so we'll do 2 times 5 minus 2 times 2 plus 1 over 2 times 5 minus 2 times 2. So we get 10 minus 4 plus 1 over 10 minus 4, which gives us 7/6. So our slope of our tangent line is 7/6. At that point, we just go ahead and we find our y-intercept. X is equal to 2 again, so we'll plug in for 2. Y was equal to 5, so we get 5 is equal to this 2 and 6 can reduce down to 1/3, so that's 5 equals 7/3 plus b. I'm going to express that 5 as 15/3, and then we're going to subtract 7/3 from it to get our y-intercept in the form of a fraction, and we're going to get 8/3 is equal to b. So the tangent line, after all that hard work, is equal to y equals 7/6x plus 8/3. That was a fun one. That is the end of this video. If you're in my class, then go ahead and try out the rest of those 3 practice problems. And I hope you enjoy the video. Have a great day.